Alright, hi. LouLouCore. I speedrun Breath of the Wild today, but usually I speedrun a lot, a lot of Zelda games, I would say. But yeah, we're gonna be doing 80%. The first time I ran Breath of the Wild at a NoReset event was a all dungeon. It was like 2 hours long, but today hopefully it's gonna be under an hour. Um, so yeah, just a heads up from the timer. It starts when Link first moves, so I'm gonna give you like a small countdown when it's gonna happen. But yeah, I guess let's just start. On the first movement, I'll let you know. Yeah, I think the first time I went to a speedrunning marathon, I was with a friend called well, he went by the name of Enkirudu, and he ran the exact same category, but like it was a few years back, and I was on his couch commentating. And because of him, I actually wanted to participate to marathons and such. So I don't know where you are right now, Enki, but shout outs to you. But yeah, one of the reasons why the timer starts on the very first movement is because this cutscene is. It looks like it's always the same length, but depending on what you preloaded before and what you did, and when you booted the game, it's always like super different. So yeah. Okay, timer starts. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's go. So first off, we're gonna pick up the Sheikah Slate. Doesn't look like it's gonna do much except being able to get the runes from the shrines, but it actually has an extra use now, and we're gonna see that hopefully soon.
Is there a specific reason why? Is it in French? Is it just a preference or?
French is actually the fastest language by 1 frame over German,
Oh,
and you would think maybe English and Japanese would be faster, but the voice acting is actually slower for those games.
well, that's fine with us. I mean, we are a bilingual event. We are in French and in English, so it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of questions actually about it. Like, why are you guys playing in French? We don't speak French, and we're like, well, it's faster, and we don't need to understand whatever, like Princess Zelda says, I guess. But yeah, what you saw me doing, by the way, was what we call a slate scope clipping, and basically what it does is when Link pulls the scope, the camera pushes Link where it should be, well, it pushes Link in a safe place to stand, but in this case, it actually just pushes Link out of bounds, so we can quit the Shrine of Resurrection without watching all, like, the cutscenes. And now we just need to equip ourselves to be ready to face whatever we have to face. First off, we picked up a shield. Now an axe. But we still have to get this small cutscene right here.
Dirige-toi vers le lieu que t'indique la carte de la tablette Sheikah.
So now we're gonna go to the snow area, and one thing about snow in this game, or like cold region in general, is you take one half of the art of damage every 10 seconds, and so this section has to be done real quick in order to survive. Now we're gonna pick up the arrows right there. You would think because I have an axe, I could probably just break the wooden chest, but it doesn't work that way, sadly. Only hammers can do it, not axes. And yep, should be good. Just gonna climb this wall. And we survived. It's calculated to actually, if you don't get trolled by those bokoblins or anything, you're gonna live.
And we would like to climb that wall of $9,000 donation. So please, if you want that Messenger DLC Picnic Panic, so please give generously. We need it.
All right, so what I did there was I jump on a slope with my shield, and what it does to Link, it's gonna every time when I'm gonna perform a shield jump, Link's gonna skew on one side, depending of the angle of the slope, and we can abuse that to actually clip through some walls. Some walls are way too thick, but thankfully the walls of the shrines are actually just thin enough for us to go through. So we don't even need to get a tower in this run, which roughly saves about like 2 minutes and 30 seconds just by itself. By the way, for everyone speaking French, don't mind the translation. I don't even know what synetis mean. It's stasis.
Yeah, French translation sometimes is not always up to the point.
Yeah. I know. Fun fact in this game: every shrine has a specific name, but depending on the language you're using, they actually are translated for some reasons. I'm guessing it's because of the puns they want to make or something like that. But every language has different shrine name for every shrine. But
Yeah, puns is very hard to translate sometimes. I mean, it never does justice as the original
Never.
language.
But yeah, we got a first rune, first orb. Now we're gonna wait a little bit until the camera pans out, because for some reason when it pans out, the overworld has more time to load, and this specific loading right here is about 5 seconds faster. And so yeah, it does save a little bit of time. And now we're gonna talk to this old man who thinks that we already talked to him at the Great Plateau Tower. And yeah, he just acts like everything is normal.
Yeah, act casual, you might go away.
For, one thing about this guy is with like some shenanigans, you can actually like go over his trigger and go right to the other shrine. But one thing is, Nintendo didn't take any chances. In case you accidentally skip this guy, his trigger for this very cutscene is at every shrine at the same time, so you just cannot skip it. So here I'm gonna hit the boulder 4 times, use the momentum, just ride it. Sidewalk, that shouldn't happen, it's fine. We made it, and now we're gonna do what probably shapes this game, speed meta. Alright, I pull my bow a little bit early, but it works fine still. So for those who doesn't know this trick, it's called bullet time bounce, BTB for short. And what it does is when you go in bullet time, everything is slowed down, but some stuff are not exactly. Like impact on bokoblins when you when you hit them with your shield. Oh, double hit. Okay. And so basically, what it does when you quit the bullet time statues, I want to say, wow, okay. What happens is the game still tries to correct the speed, but since it was not already like the speed was not wrong, you know, quote unquote. What happens is it multiplies the speed by 19, so we can cross distances pretty, like, you can go super far with the trick. So now, second rune. Technically, every shrine on Plateau can be done without getting the rune. The problem is the monk at the end will tell you to go back and get the rune. They actually want to make sure that people get the items. Which kind of sucks because some shrines would be much faster because this takes roughly 40-ish seconds every time you get a rune. So you skip all 4, let's say, and you have almost 2 minutes of time save.
Would that be a good moment for a donation?
Yeah.
So we got $20 from Strawberry Speedruns. Yo, what's up, gamer? It's your boy Young Berry back at it again with the donations. But first, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Banana's Lane, the best potion ingredient on the app stores. Lou is the actual homie.
What's up, Barry? Barry's a friend of mine. It's pretty chill.
But you look very friendly, so I
Yeah.
assume it was your friend.
I'm surprised he didn't shout out the Raid Shadow Legends, to be honest. Alright. Again, we're gonna have to wait for the small cutscene. Alright, so now we're gonna do the very same thing, except it's a little bit more precise. But there's, if I miss it, there's like a backup that I can do. Yeah, I went a little bit early there, so I'll just go with the backup because the specific blood time bounce can reach all the way to the Magnet's Shrine. Problem with that is sometimes it's fairly precise and you can easily spend hours on it. Sometimes. While I'm here though, actually, I'll just get whatever I can. 5 extra arrows. I know there's another pack, but we're speedrunning still. It's not kind of the same thing as the boulder. I'm just gonna use the momentum of the tree to travel. It used to be one of the first things that we abused in those speedruns. But like you saw, bullet time balances are pretty like they're much faster. I'm not even sure that worked. Let's see. So the angle matters a lot, and now I'm kind of freaking out because my shield's about to break. So I'm always doing what we call the shield durability glitch, which basically when you jump and equip it back the shield, it doesn't consume durability. There you go. This one's a little bit tricky. But yeah, so you can have infinite shield durability as long as you do that. You can do the same thing while you're shield surfing. If it's about to break, you just switch between shields every like 3 seconds, and your shield won't ever break. But yeah, now we're getting the 3rd rune already. We haven't been to the tower. We haven't done much really, except just doing the shrines.
And you were talking about a tower. What will be great is that if we reach that $9,000. Then, sorry, it is bothering me over here. Sorry, if we reach a $9,000 milestone for the DLC Picnic Panic for the messenger.
Alright, so Ida's Garden really doesn't want us to make it to the other side, but he has DNA aim, so we good. Alright, 3rd shrine done. We only have 1 left. So, anyone wondering, like, Breath of the Wild has been out since what, 2017 now? Almost 3 years. And why are we not skipping Plateau yet, right? It should be easy, like going over the fog and then you can just walk around maybe. The thing is, the devs hard-coded the game to check every frame of Link's inventory if he had the glider or not after a certain distance, so yeah. If you do not have it, you're just warp back to Plateau. Maybe those Bokos? It doesn't look like it's gonna be friendly today. Maybe? I believe? Yeah, let's go. Alright, so this is the most RNG part, I would say, of Plateau. Those Bokoblins can either work with you or against you, and there's not much you can do about it. But we need them anyway to get here fast. Oh yeah, one thing I actually completely forgot to talk about. Whenever I'm landing, what I'm what I'm doing is, it looks like I'm about to throw my axe, but I don't. I'm just gonna, I'm not used to this. I'm just gonna go hide real quick. Okay. But yeah, I'm about to throw the axe, but like right before I throw it, I actually either unequip the axe or the shield. And what it does, it resets Link's height in a way. And yeah, I just don't take fall damage basically. If I do it like at a good distance, well, Link wouldn't be taking normally like fall damage fall damage. I was one of the. It used to actually be the only glitch of the game for like a really long time. Until glitch hunters actually just started going on with this game. Almost like a year after it came out. Because we're like sure Nintendo wouldn't patch anything afterwards. Alright, so here I'm hopefully should be able to showcase one of the newer trick of this game that we call Wind Bomb or Bomb Impact Launch, depending of what you prefer. We just have two names for this trick. And not the first time, it's alright. Should be good now. Sometimes that happens, But yeah, basically, this trick, you drop the first bomb, enter bullet time, drop the second bomb, and then make the first bomb explode. And it's gonna make the first bomb like launch, like it's gonna hit Link at normal speed, while you're still like slowed down. And just as BTBs, whenever you quit the bullet time stitches, it's gonna multiply the speed, and then it launches us like super far. Or in this case, it just skips the shrine. But yeah, we've done all 4 shrines now. All we need to get is the paraglider.
I just want to remind the people that are on site right now, if you, well, I know you might not have an internet connection or something, and you want to donate for the Repi Saint-Louis, you can always go to the table in the front of the stand. They are collecting donation, and you can give donation as much as you want. It's very appreciated. It goes directly to the Repi Saint-Louis as well.
Alright, so I messed it up earlier because of the direction of my BTB, but those guardians, the small cutscene that plays the first time when you trigger them can actually be skipped if you damage them prior. And usually we use bombs or arrows, but earlier I just landed in the wrong spot, but still work. So here we need a bug, a beetle to be specific, and it's on one of those trees. It's RNG. You can literally save 20 seconds or lose maybe 40. It's just on one of those trees. So same thing here. We're just gonna ride the tree all the way to Temple of Time. I don't like this angle. Okay. It's very easy to fall through the roof there. But yeah, we're basically done with Plateau now. Now we just get the glider and... Yeah.
That sounds like good music for donation if it's the right moment.
Yeah.
We got $2.40 from YDB. This game is so broken, lol. I really enjoyed this event, and I'm really impressed of the generosity of everyone who donated through the event. Next person to add 1 cent to his donation is a champ. By the way, I'm the guy in pink. Well, there's a lot of guy in pink in the place, but thank you very much.
Alright, so... Now, I explained the bullet time bounce earlier, but we didn't have glider. Now we do. And what happens, we can actually use that momentum to travel. And since it's any percent, well, we're just going straight to castle with this one. We used to do a lot of launches through our field, but yeah, those became obsolete as soon as we figured out a setup to go all the way to basically the last boss, by the way. So now I'm gonna conserve a little bit of stamina, and there you go. Now, some texture doesn't load properly, and so the game might take a little while to load some stuff. Like right here, it looks like I was walking on an invisible thing, but not really. Now I'm gonna get arrows real quick. Arrows from the crates are total RNG. There's no way that we know to manipulate the drops. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick safety save here. We need a banana from this, well, from this crate, and it has a 60% chance of dropping. If it takes me too long, I did bring some toys to help me, but hopefully we're gonna get it.
On a une question dans le chat.
Yep.
On a Anne-Marielle qui demande un glider, peux-tu laisser ça en cours?
Yeah. Hi. Hi. So we got the banana second try, not too bad. Also gonna pick up the apple because we're gonna use the apple. So now again, bomb impact launch. That happens. I blame the lag. Mucho lag. Like some of my friends says, but now I'm not gonna risk my health more than that. Simply because I might need a full art still. It's not too bad. The wind bomb right there doesn't save too much time. One thing it does though is unload a lot of things because you're going too fast. So it makes this section a little bit faster, but not too much. I didn't want that. Anyway, switching to the bomb. I'm gonna look for my visual cue. There you go. Doesn't look like it did much except breaking that wall, but it did break a second wall right here, which I need to trigger the little foes. I drop up. You know what? I'll just drop it here. So now those moblins become blind when they look around for you, so you can just like stop in front of it and you know, actually I'm gonna give no, not that, obviously that. Cool. Okay, so those crates also drops arrows that are super RNG. Sometimes can drop only 4 arrows, sometimes it's gonna drop like everything that you need. Looks like I got good drops, so safety save was for nothing. 5 bomb arrows, this is actually pretty good. I can hear the Lizalfo still, but I'm not sure what it's doing. Oh yeah, it does. It plays with the bomb that we left. I'm just gonna make sure we still get the bomb. So yeah, you can bait enemies with bombs in this game. I'm gonna pick up that and this that I need. I'm gonna crouch. Dash 3 times, making sure I throw the bomb in the right place. And now this guy doesn't know I'm here. We'll not just burn his friend alive, I guess. And yeah, looks good. Right. More arrows. Okay. So now we're basically done with castle. Just gonna heal. Yeah. So sometimes this trick is a little bit precise, so it won't always work. Lag can also affect this trick. yeah. So here we need to be a little bit quick. Usually you can go all the way straight to just gonna dodge that real quick. Okay, thank you. Usually you can go straight to where we need to be, but this one didn't. Well, obviously didn't. So we're just gonna take the safe path. Which is good in a way because it's gonna set a good autosave right here in case we need it. Hopefully not, but alright. So why not entering the fight right away? We do have a setup for an insta-kill, quote unquote. It's somewhat precise. Hopefully I got it. I'm using gyro for all of that, by the way. This game has a faster camera control with gyro. Okay, looks like I got it. So if I did get it, what we're gonna see is Wind Blight just passing, yeah, just like that. And okay, so what happened is the arrow hitbox is active during the cutscenes, but the actors' hitboxes also are active. And so what it did is the hitbox of Wind Blight repeatedly hit the hitbox of the arrow. And so we only need one arrow for Wind Blight. Oh, that didn't go as planned. Okay. Well, that's why I actually picked up the Moblin Gods. Some items actually affect the potion timers or potion crits and whatever. And I picked up a Guardian's Crew at the beginning, but I want to play it more safe, so I picked up a Moblin Gods, which gives like an extra minute to the attack timer. Now, there's a little bit of RNG here, depending on where Water Blight goes. It can go left or right, and whatever is fine. Oh. One less arrow, it's alright. We're done with Water Blight. Now Fire Blight. 2, 3. So if we insta-kill Wind Blight, why don't we do this with the other Blights? And the reason is the cutscenes between each Blights works a little bit differently, and item still moves a little bit. And so it's much harder to get a good setup, but it's also very hard, and we haven't found any good way to do it yet. So, there for some reason Fire Blight has an hitbox in front of him, like, I don't know why, but it's there. Alright, just break his shield real quick. There you go. Switch to Boomerang. So now we're done with phase 1. Phase 2. Phase 2 is the only reason why we need the Boomerang in a speedrun. Because we're gonna need to break its shield again, and the only weapon we can throw at it that breaks the shield is the Boomerang. Don't know why, it's a thing. Now we pick back up the Boomerang. Break the shield another time. And yeah, we break the Climber on Thunder Blight, and we're doing Calamity Ganon. Calamity is just a ball of RNG. You just need to learn how to adapt to its own bullshit. Where are they? I don't know where they are. Oh, not in the right spot at all. Okay, so I need to pick up a few things. Thank you. I want to get those just to be safe, but... Okay. Why are you gonna stop? Okay. 2 bomb arrows to bring it down. It's a little bit of a mess. I couldn't find my first arrows. I'm gonna pick up this shield just in case. Laser, thank you. But yeah, it's super scary whenever it goes on the wall because you just never know what it's gonna throw you. So the trick here, you want to get as many headshots as possible. And you want him to go on the wall as less as possible. Alright, phase 2. Uh-oh. Okay. We're good. I got scared there. I was a little bit early on my flood rush timing. The first attack. So now here, what I'm doing is called actually stun lock. Whenever Calamity makes his head goes up, we just release a spin. And it brings back down Calamity. This trick has been patched in Master Mode. The dev thought was cheating. It looks a little bit hard at first, but the window that you have to do that is actually pretty wide.
Speaking of windows, you know which one's starting to close in?
Which one?
The window that we have to reach 9K in order to unlock the Messenger Picnic Panic guitar percent run. So it's going to be Jesse Borgo who's going to be running the game. So we could close the marathon off with this. Otherwise, we're going to finish the marathon about 40 minutes earlier than what the bonus run would allow us to. So keep them coming. Keep donating. If everyone in chat donated even $1, we'd be past the $9,000 mark. So, I mean, let's do it. Let's do the thing.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so there's not much to say about this big guy. He turns around and you're basically playing Link crossbow training. Nope. I wouldn't be a good Link crossbow training runner. Damn. There you go. So, I guess one thing that I have to say about this guy, the circles, the targets are actually much bigger than the area where you need to shoot. And so it can confuse a lot of like player and why they didn't like break the target in a way. The only thing is you really need to be careful to not get stomped by this guy. He doesn't instant kill you, but he still does a lot of damage real quick. There you go. So there's one thing. There's one thing Old Runner likes to do in this category. We just kill the ores. We actually despise ores. They're not good. They're fun at first, but in speedrunning they're terrible. And so whenever we can, we just kill them. Oh, time, by the way.
I was ready. So the real final boss of the game is the horse.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, whenever we can, we just destroy them. Anyway, I was glad I was able to showcase this category. It's a rush. It's like non-stop tricks, except when it loads, obviously. But yeah, real quick, I'd like to shout out my TBF boys. Really love you guys. And thank you everyone for donating and watching the stream. It's amazing. Let's get that 9K, I guess. But yeah, I'm a LouLouCore and I'm done.
Just thinking how, you know, Zelda could have just done that from the get-go. Because she goes like full Dragon Ball Z on Ganon.
And someone just said we could have made it a save or kill the animal with the horse thing.
That is true. Save or kill the horse. Super Saiyan Zelda.
I actually can't barely hear you guys. I actually asked you to boost the sound so much right now. It's
So that's a Spirit Bomb.
but easy gone though.
Well, since there's going to be a sequel, I mean, I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
J'étais avec toi depuis le début, à chacun de tes pas.
All right, so that was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild with LouLouCore, any percent on the Switch. Let's hear it one more time for Lulu, everyone.
Pourquoi je savais. Je l'étais certain. Je savais que tu affronterais Ganon.
So that game, and in that category specifically, I think is a great example of taking core mechanics of the game and really pushing all of them to the limit.
Yeah.
None of this, well, there's some glitches, but a lot of that is just using the core mechanics of the game in ways that the developer didn't really foresee. So it's just, we open up a whole world of possibility in this game since it came out. I believe at first the any percent was like 2 hours, and they went down to 1 hour, and then it just got cut in half so many times, and it's pretty amazing to see. And there's always like some new tech that comes out every 6 months for this game, then it opens it wide open again.
Oh
just
yeah.
just when you think you got optimal time, nah.
That's one thing I'd like to shout out. Actually, the glitch hunting community for this game. You guys are insane. It's what you've done to this game is just incredible. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lulu, for once again this amazing performance. Everybody loves Breath of the Wild. It's one of the best modern Zelda games that came out, and we can't wait actually for the sequel that's going to come out. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to have to restart OBS just to kind of fix some little bugs that we have on our end, and then we'll be right back. So stay tuned. Don't go away. We're just restarting OBS, and after that, we'll go to a quick transition. So stay with us.